Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And honey, the rap girls around here fighting again, okay? I was like, is that why I didn't feel well? Because they around here acting a fool on the Twitter streets. And, as Chris C. Diggy one pointed out last night, it seems to be one common denominator, okay, who names rhymes with Dickie. Okay. So we're gonna go over what happened. And I probably will not be live tonight because I want to get some more rest. So because I am off today, I'm my girl. Let's go live earlier in the day, and then folks can rewatch whatever later on within the day. Because y'all know usually I'm at work right now, but I am at home right now. Okay. But I want y'all to do a couple things. First, y'all know to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, JayBird, ... Okay. Do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. You can like the video because it's a thing to do. Like the video, hit the share button to share on your social media. Also, comment in the comment section because it's a conversation, okay, between who, me, you, them, they, he, she, her, and everything in between the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, okay. But I was like, it's just they was up fussing all damn night. Hey, okay. They was up here fussing, and I was like, "What? What happened again? More rap girls? still kind of with the one common denominator. So I don't have a dog in this fight. I just want, you know what I'm saying, to go over the thing that they ought to go over. So this probably will be a long live because it was a whole bunch of tweets from around midnight till around 4:30 in the morning my time here in Michigan, Eastern time. And I was like, y'all is really up and scrapping, okay? All on Twitter. And it started with Nicki Minaj. Nicki, in my opinion, started this. She started it. Okay? But hello to those who are watching this live. Hello to those who will be watching the replay. Sorry for those who are used to me being live at night and you're like, I didn't even know. You ain't used. I'm sorry. We here today. Okay? We here today. I'm sorry. I was going to try to, save for tonight, but I'm like, Lord, because I didn't go to bed until like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up at like 1 today. It was like noon. It's like noon. But they were just going back and forth in it. Okay, back and forth in it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into what we came here to get into. Now, Nicki Minaj was also around here just adding folk in who wasn't supposed to be added in. And I want to start with the live she did. Where is it? That started it all. Okay. And the crazy thing about it is Nicki was upset because her song, I think it's called Super Freaky Girl. Okay, she samples with Freak by Rick James. And Grammy nominations are coming out. Okay, not Grammy the submission for a Grammy is what's going on right now. Okay, you have to submit to see if you can get what you're supposed to get. You may not get it. So it's just a submission of stuff. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So most regular folk around here don't even know about the submissions taking place. Okay. But Nicki was upset. Nicki was pissed. Now I'm reading from the Hollywood Reporter because her song Super Freaky Girl was kicked out of the Grammy rap category and would have to be competing in the pop category. That is why she was initially upset and pissed off. Okay. But again, it was her song being moved from one category to the next that got her upset. Now they say this because I've heard the song. I don't really like the song. I don't dislike it, but like I don't like. I'm not putting it up to play on my title when I'm doing the stuff or whatever. So she submitted the track, you know what I'm saying, which was at number 1 on the Billboard 100s in August. It said, but the Grammy board decided to change it from being in the rap category to being in the pop category. Okay, they said the group determined that the Grammy nomination submission people determined that Nicki's playful and pop sounding song, sampling Rick James' 81 classic Super Freak, should compete for best pop solo instead of rap. I was like, well, I mean, okay. Now, again, she was pissed. Pissed. And then from there, she went on to do this live. Okay. Now, I feel like everybody has a right to feel how they feel because they is an artist and they are all sensitive about their shit. Okay. We don't know. Now, they were saying how before there have been other people in the past who submitted a song for one category. It was then put in a different category. So I want to say Nicki Minaj is not the first person for this to happen to. But, let's listen to her, what she said. Okay, her little thing.
So let me talk to y'all about something real quick. It's only going to take 2 minutes.
It took more than 2 minutes, y'all. She like me when I say it's going to be fast. She was on here about 15 minutes.
Super Freaky Girl, right? It's just been in the top. It's been number 1 for 8 straight weeks on the Billboard Hot Rap, right? So not here to talk to you about no the Dharma show. Boy, sit your ass down. All right, now listen to this, you guys. You tell me your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts, right? I'm going to put this video on my feed because I really want to know your thoughts on this.
Because y'all know usually she go live. A lot of stars go live and say stuff and then don't post it on their feed. A lot of people go live and then it be disappeared or whatever. But she left it up. She did.
Super Freaky Girl was removed from rap categories, we found out today, in the Grammy submissions, right? Super Freaky Girl, where I only rapped on the song, was removed out of rap categories at the Grammys, right? And put in pop.
So again, that was her initial issue. That was her initial issue. Thank y'all. I see a few y'all putting in, so thank you. I hope I feel better too. And I agree too, Coco. You can have a grievance without name dropping. And when I first saw her live, and I'm like, oh, okay, she's upset. I get why she's upset. She has a valid reason to question why, because she's a rapper. She's a rapper, but I agree with Blessed Diva. You know, pop means pop is popular music. It's a little bit catchy. But again, you have to take it up with the right people. So initially she was, going the right way. But as things happen with Nicki Minaj, sometimes she veers left and then wrong road.
Hotline Bling, however, in 2017, won Best Rap Song. Hotline Bling won Best Rap Song and Best Rap Song. Now, let's say that Super Freaky Girl is a pop song. Let's just say that, right? What is Big Energy?
And that's where she fucked up, in my opinion. To bring up Drake's song, whatever. Drake's song had already won, was whatever. You brought up something old, that a song that was nominated in Best Rap and won Best Rap. Ever since I left the city, you. We know, okay, whatever. Again, she's talking about her song being submitted, not nominated, submitted for best whatever. What does Big Energy and Latto have to do with what you're doing? If I was Latto, I would have been like, what the hell did I get in this shit? What does my song have to do what happened with your song? Do you know for a fact that my song is up for big whatever? But why bring me over here into this for what?
If Super Freaky Girl is a pop song, what song is Big Energy? What genre is Big Energy? So I'm just going to explain this to you. Yes, thank you. They stay moving the goalpost when it comes to me, because in order for them to uplift the people who they want to shine, the people who these corporate giants, can make the money off of, the people who control things, a lot of things behind the scene, they have to elevate someone that they profit off.
Now let's make something clear, because y'all know this is a watch along, so I hope you got y'all water. It's gonna be a long day. Nicki Minaj has never won a Grammy. And the reason I say that isn't to diss Nicki Minaj, but it's to say you can't make it seem like they're trying to move the goalposts for you not to win when you've never won. Usually, they'll move the goalposts if they feel like you keep winning shit and they want somebody else to win. But you've been nominated in that category and have never won. Also, they keep moving the goalposts to help elevate people they can make money off of. It's like you around here taking shots and you wonder why, Latto eventually came around and responded back to what you're saying. But again, Lativa, she has a large enough collection to compare her own songs. They said that Anaconda was nominated as a rap song, as is pop, so she could have used that. Why bring up someone else? Ash Tuck, I've always felt the genre was more about the music or beats. For example, when you hear organ, you think gospel. Absolutely. Your guitar is country, bass, drums is hip hop. I can agree with that too. Nicki up here trying to say in my opinion, what she was trying to say was, y'all want to help these other girls who ain't been around longer than me win. And I feel like she felt away because Cardi has already won a Grammy. Even though it's not about Cardi, I'm just saying that they're moving the goalposts because they want other people to win besides me. I'm like, Mama, before recently, you have not won a Grammy. So even when you were nominated, you didn't win. So you can't make it seem like they're moving the goalposts for you when you have been nominated for a Grammy in rap for a rap song that just did not win. Just saying. And Nicki can't control, nobody can control what the Grammys do. Latto didn't ask for her song to be nominated, and she submitted it for whatever. I assume. But Nicki making it seem as if everybody is around here working against her so she can't win. I'm like, Ma, before we felt like you were doing too much and a bit problematic within the rap girl world, you weren't winning. You were popular. You were the one rapper, around. You were the one rapper. You were always front and center for a long time. Even with you being the one rapper who was front and center a whole time, you still wasn't winning. So when did they move the goalpost? When it was easier for you to win, or now? Excuse me. Or now, when there's more female rap artists who are at least having songs out, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be nominated in the rap category. It's harder for you to win now when there are more people around at the same time as you. Before I remember one time at some award show, Nicki Minaj was nominated, and so was like Rashida. I'm like, Rashida? Nicki Minaj did not know that until a fan posted that. When Nicki Minaj was talking on live, no one had brought up that Latto called her song pop. But again, Latto don't work for the Grammys. Right. Down from Crime Mob. I was like, what the fuck? And Nicki would always win. Nicki will always win other awards, but just not a Grammy. But for the most part, Nicki was for sure the only female rapper who was getting mainstream, worldwide, countrywide, acknowledgement as a rapper, and the other girls was only, even talked about in the BT of it all, the hip hop wars of it all. In my opinion, Nicki has had a better chance at winning the Grammy her whole career. And now that we have Nicki, we have Cardi, we have Meg, we have Latto, we have Glorilla, we have other rap girls we have city girls. I'm saying we have other rap girls who are at least getting attention for this or that within their musical, talents. Thank you, Chef. She need to be worried about Vegas about Doja Cat, because that's who's gonna win. That's who's gonna win. That's crazy.
So they must move the goalpost for me all the time. And shout out to Drake for, even Drake spoke up on this when he was like, why am I winning a rap, award for Hotline Bling? And he did the right thing. To me, that's what you're supposed to do as an artist. If you know something is unfair as an artist, speak on that shit.
But did Drake give up his Grammy? Did Drake say, no, let me get a Grammy to somebody else? Or did Drake accept the Grammy, take it home, put it up on the case? Right. He spoke up after he won. Had Nicki left this to say, I just don't feel like my song should be put up for pop, and left it at her music, it's fine. It's the fact that she purposely brought Latto to her issue. Because no one is negating the fact that she's upset for a right reason, that she has a right to question why her song is being put in pop. But if anybody don't realize, she brought up somebody who we now see there was an issue behind the scenes, is why I feel she brought Latto in it generally. Let me bring up somebody who I have an issue with, who I can then say, well, they song shouldn't be this either. Because what happens is if I create enough stink, it can get her song knocked out too. And we can both lose. But bringing up Drake did not complain until after he won. And this is the thing, Drake's song was submitted for the Grammy, put in the rap category. The award show happened and he won. Nicki complaining about she submitted her song for rap, because the Nicki song has not been nominated. Neither has Latto's. She complaining about the submission category changing, it may not even get nominated. But let's keep listening.
Drake could have just let that shit slide and just add to his collection, but he spoke up. You know what I'm saying? So Big Energy is rap, but Super Freaky Girl is pop. Now, if you say both of them are pop, I would say, okay, fine, because I'm all about being fair.
Nicki only wants things fair when she feel like she's being unfairly treated. Because I guarantee you, if her song in pop is nominated, and let's just say for some reason she wins a Grammy in pop, Y'all think she's gonna be upset? No, she's gonna be happy about her first Grammy. She's complaining now because if her song does get nominated in the pop category, she feels she's gonna lose. Also, because if her song was left in the rap category and she lost, she wouldn't care because she always lose at the Grammys. It's almost like let me get ahead of my song losing so I can complain about my song possibly losing. But my whole thing is why bring Latto in it?
Like, I never, yo, let me tell you something. I got to where I am by working hard. I never in my life have asked for handouts. I don't want nothing free. I don't never want to cheat nothing to get nothing that I have. I want to win fair and square anything.
But at the peak of my career, I was the only popular, successful, selling rap artist as for female for roughly 10 years. That does not mean there were not other female rappers out there trying to rap, but the main rap person they put on the spot was Nicki. Oh no, yeah, this is not over the nomination. It's over the submission. That's what's crazy.
In the article that just came out, it said other rap songs that have been also put in pop are Doja, Say So. Well, Doja is singing in Say So. It's actually a lot more singing in pop than rap. That's understandable. Post Malone. Well, we know Post Malone always sings in raps. Like, how can you play the second verse of Super Freaky Girl and say, now look, imagine this. I see you not listening, sip with your nah. Clean out your fucking ears and start opening your fucking ears. Go through your earlobes if you have to. I see you're not listening. So I'm going to say it again because I know people like to twist my words. If Super Freaky Girl is pop, then so is Big Energy.
Again, she keeps comparing her one song to Latto's song, which again, neither have been nominated. Why not speak about songs of the past that have been nominated? And yes, the labels are the ones who do the submissions. She won't say Latto's name here. But we're gonna get into we're gonna get into everything that happened. Okay. We have to see where it started from.
If you move Super Freaky Girl out of pop and put it in, out of rap and put it in pop, do the same thing with Big Energy.
Why? Why? Why do you care about Big Energy so bad? That's my thing. It's why it's like you really keep focusing on this one song. That's the gotcha. And I think when she first went live, people were like, oh, okay, well, whatever. But it's like now that we see the thing, now that everything is played out and the back and forth happened, to me, it do seem like, you tossing shots in your own way because we don't know on the surface level. Y'all kind of, I'm saying, not on good terms or whatnot. So let me put your name in my bullshit.
Right? Same producers on both songs, by the way, if you want to talk about it.
The same producer on a song don't mean it's the same song.
So let's keep shit fair.
Because I feel like no one is letting me win. Let's keep shit fair. Let me bring up this one other song to have it moved how my song was moved. Let instead of what she could have said was this needs to be done across the board. Because these songs in the past 10 years have been pop like songs nominated in the rap category and either won or was at least left in the rap category. That's how you do it. You bring up what they've already done, not what you are trying to prevent from happening. Okay?
But I know one thing. Even with my second, even when I'm rapping on a pop track, I still out rap. But this has to always be done because in order for them to, and this is a group of people. If you can't tell by now, you're not opening your eyes. If you can't tell by now that there is a concerted effort to give newer artists things that they really don't deserve over people who have been deserving for many years.
Meaning, how dare y'all allow somebody new who have not been around for the past 15, 20 years win a Grammy, be nominated? How dare y'all allow somebody else beside me to possibly be nominated in rap and then win? I always tell y'all, it's not what a person say, it's kind of what we feel they mean behind it. Had Nicki already won some Grammys and felt validated, she wouldn't even care right now. Silk Sonic, who won Grammys, I think last year or whatever, took their songs and album out of being nominated. Because one, they've already won Grammys, and two, it ain't that big of a deal to them. Don't even submit us. We good. We love that the folk even love our music. Nicki feels like I've been around too long for y'all not to be helping me win a Grammy before I'm no longer rapping. I think Nicki feel I'll be damned if I've been rapping all these years and I've never won a Grammy. Nicki feel she may not be able to be nominated or win a Grammy in the next, let's say, 5 years. So let me create a stick now because y'all moving my song around. And again, she has a right to question why it's being moved, but bringing up to consistently bring up Latto song, now it's like, girl, you was being suspect.
Then you're not paying attention. And soon female rap is gonna be very soon female rap will really not have any black women.
And that's where it also starts. Because to say rap will no longer have black women, her saying that here and her later on consistently referring to Latto as a Karen, a white woman, she was taking shots before we knew she was taking shots. That's why when people say Nicki would not be saying and doing little shit and you don't know, because usually she don't elaborate on how she feel. And had she not been going back and forth with Latto on Twitter, we would not have been able to go back and listen to the live and see all the shots she was taking at Latto. Because to say soon, rap would no longer have black women. She also mean that about Latto and also Cardi B, because Cardi B Dominican? I can't remember what Cardi B is, okay? But I think she, you know what I'm saying? She said about people who she got issue with. So again, shots.
If you pay attention, you'll see, you'll understand. There is an agenda because I am not signed to a 360. And for many years, there was a certain label that had to pay me non-stop for their features. So if we're going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
Right? And by the way, this is not to say any song is bad or any female rapper is bad. I think, and I always say this, any rapper, female or male, that wins a Grammy, you should be fucking proud of yourself. But why is the goalpost only ever moved when it's Nicki? Well, I'll tell you why. They don't want the people who they have in the industry to have to go up against me. But why? If you're great, if a song is great, you should be able to be put together in the same category. Now, what do you think is going to happen when they start voting on these pop categories? And it's a bunch of, people, white or wherever they're from or older or wherever, and they have to decide between Nicki Minaj and Harry Styles or Nicki Minaj and Adele or Nicki Minaj. Like, that's purposely designed so that Nicki is not in the category that we don't want any competition in. Put her in there so she has more competition and less of a chance to win.
Every category is competition. And again, I want to reiterate, Nicki, when she had not much competition, as somebody else pointed out, the competition really has been dragged all the time. She didn't win. You didn't win when there were no other female rappers in your category. So,
Hi, Foxy. I love you, baby. I need you on this album, Fox. But black women rarely, even though we're the most powerful group on the planet, a lot of times we don't speak up until it's too late. How you don't see what's happening.
Jacqueline, I also don't get what scratch off means. So hopefully somebody put that in the comment section, because I don't know either.
Okay. So again, to reiterate,
girl, not a scratch off lottery ticket. Girl, I can't.
to reiterate, you guys, I got cramps. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, Lord, child. But you know what I mean? Excuse me, Grammy board. Tell us everybody who made this decision. And I noticed it was something weird when a certain person started recently saying out of nowhere, oh, Super Freaky Girl is pop. He's always at the center of something that is happening against me. And he just laughs and loves it, child. He said, oh, yeah, I'm popping. But y'all, this shit has got to stop. I will definitely come to sweater your baby, you guys. And shout out to you guys for doing Nicki nights all over. It's been so successful. I know that's going to become a trend, like everything the Barbs do. But you know, yeah. I just wanted to make it very fucking clear that this is not good. This is a bad thing.
This is also why I always say that Nicki Minaj is a character. Because can't nobody convince me that's how she really talks. Nobody. I also think she's talking about Jason Lee. But yeah, I don't know why I really would love. I need somebody to put a bug in Nicki Minaj's house and just catch her talking. Not even about this. I want to catch her ordering some pizza from Domino's. I want to hear how she ordered pizza because I want to see what her real voice is. You know what I'm saying? Like I do wonder. Like even though when I'm over here, I'm a bit animated or whatever, but y'all like this is how I talk. This is my real voice. Y'all know that because y'all have heard me have conversation. You know what I'm saying on the phone. But yeah. It's just I really want to know what she really sound like. Because I don't know what it is.
Stop moving the goal post when it comes to Onika Tanya. That's all. And by the way, shout out to all female rappers all around the world. Everyone. Keep hope alive.
And that was a shade. Because no one can say, well, she not. I said, shout out to all the female rappers worldwide, everywhere. Keep hope alive, meaning y'all should keep hoping y'all can be alive and be a rapper like me.
Let's you know,
she can't even properly give props. Ain't you a writer? You don't you write your own raps?
But yes, so you guys, but y'all, I do want to thank you for your constant support of Super Freaky Girl. Let me tell y'all this one last thing, y'all. Have you guys on TikTok been watching the trend, the one thing about me when people are freestyling to the Super Freaky Girl beat? Perfection. Hilarious. I want to thank everybody who has been supporting me in the song. Okay. I love you dearly. Be blessed. I'm working for my babies because I love you and I appreciate you. And you are the best people on the planet. The best vaginas and the best penises. Don't you ever forget. Don't let anyone tell you different. Okay? Now have a blessed day. Okay? Have a blessed day. That's all I wanted to say, y'all. Okay? So we'll see. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
She talks like she's talking to toddlers, which helps, for me feel like most of her fans are kids. I don't know, like they 5. But I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Who talks to adults that way? Could y'all imagine if I came on your, hey guys, what are you doing? Oh my God, no, don't, no, it's not. You talk to adults. That's not. I couldn't do it. Okay. I agree. She is a professional victim. Last week, the record companies were ruining YouTube. While I'm saying her Grammy's gripe, it has happened to plenty of artists. And that's the gotcha. You could have easily brought this up as something to where it happens to a lot of people, but you make it seem as if it's just you. Yeah, her and Clifford this week. Her and Clifford want the look. Her and Clifford T.I. wants everyone to defend them as much as possible. I also agree she goes through multiple voices and personalities in one conversation because I keep saying she's a character. She stays in character as Nicki Minaj, okay? And I was like, girl, please stop. Please don't do that anymore. So again, she did that live, okay? And then that's how the fight started. Because I was like, I literally like, I finished my live. I'm finna, get me some water, and watch Grey's Anatomy and this 19, and I'ma chill out. And I'm like, what is Nicki? Nicki, what Nicki talking about? And I'm like, oh, she beefing with Latto. What the fuck is happening? So that live, which Latto then seen, okay, and just like, why you mentioning me? So that is where the shit started. Now let's go through all the shit they said to each other. Okay, Nicki tweeted, I have no problem being moved out of the rap category as long as we are all being treated fairly. If Super Freaky Girl has to be moved out rap, then so does Big Energy. Again, why the fuck you keep bringing me up? Why do you care about my song? For what? For what? Okay. Anyone who says different is simply a Nicki hater or a troll. I actually love to see a more street record win, male or female. Okay, I'm just saying right is right. But my whole thing again, I think the thing everybody kept saying is, why do you keep comparing your song to you keep bringing up one song, just one, not all, just one, and that was the main gripe that everyone kept saying. You only keep bringing up Latto's song, and that's it. And again, had Latto not said shit, had Latto not spoke up, nobody would have realized there was some bullshit going on behind closed doors. Okay, so after that, okay, we then seen her tweet this. She was retweeting Armand Wiggins, who said, the Billboard poll, like, despite its 8-week run at the top of Billboard's rap song charts, Super Free Girl was deemed too pop for the Grammys, and Armand said, I'm interested to see who will be in the rap category, because again, nobody has been nominated yet. I want to reiterate, no one has been nominated yet. I want to see who in the category. If Latto's Big Energy is nominated in the rap category, so should Super Freaky Girl. You can't tell the Academy what to do. If you could, Nicki's song would not have been moved. Now, if anybody is moving the goalpost, Nicki is trying to help move the goalpost that Latto can't be even in the category of best rap. Just saying. So she then reposted how other folks was posting stuff. You know what I'm saying? The song, the winner, bestseller rap performance, the rap first rap, blah 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 blah. How MC Hammer, who also sampled the song, the Rick James song, he won. I'm sorry, no, he was nominated back in the 90s. Back in 1990, you bringing up back in 1990. Somebody tweeted how back in 1990, Can't Touch This by MC Hammer was sampled Super Freak, was nominated for a rap Grammy. First of all, they barely allowed anything rap-wise, in the category. She then reposted how somebody retweeted and brought up how Latto called her song a pop song. So again, she's focusing on Latto's song, focusing on not saying Latto's name, but talking about Latto's song. Okay, she then put out, can you imagine someone telling you not to complain about being treated unfairly at your workplace? This is my job. I work very hard, no difference from a 9 to 5 where you should speak up for yourself if you know you're a great employee and can continue to be purposely sabotaged. So now she's saying they're sabotaging her. I've had 15 years to win a Grammy, and now I'm being sabotaged. Okay. And Barb's, there's no need to be angry. This is simply an open discussion, healthy dialogue, independent thinking is what makes us human beings. Nicki Minaj, though, for a fact, her Barb's 8 times out of 10 will be angry. Because they will be. Okay. So again, she tried her best to start some shit. She then retweeted this tweet where someone again was saying the Grammys put Nicki Minaj hit songs for Free Girl in pop category. This is wrong. We all know she's not going to win a Grammy if she's in the pop section. She's never won a Grammy in the rap section. They didn't put her name in the rap category because they want someone specific to win. She's been nominated before in the rap category and she's never won. And yes, this is only about this should have been a topic once nomination came out because the song may not even be nominated. Then they talk about, the Academy should be transparent on how they made the decision. MC Hammer samples were free back in 1990 and was in the rap category. They screwed Minaj on this one, show receipts or lose what credibility may be left. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, we're going to get into it, April. Yeah, because, the stuff we did not know. But again, Nicki is still out here trying to play victim. I'm the victim. They're all against me. And Latto said, oh, wait a minute, bitch. Latto then entered the chat. Okay, Latto then tweeted, damn, I can't win for losing all these awards as nominations. I can't even celebrate. Because yesterday, she was also nominated for Best New Artist for the AMAs, the American Music Awards. So while I'm being celebrated and being nominated, Big Latto was nominated for an AMA. Nicki is on IG Live and on Twitter dragging the song, saying how it should. And I'm like, but why you talking about me? Why you talking about me? And then Nicki Minaj goes and surprisingly, because y'all know Nicki Minaj typically never directly involves herself in back and forths. In my opinion, she's always consistently behind the curtain, shucking and jiving for folk, helping folk, she puppet strings. Okay, puppet strings. But yesterday, she decided to, peek her head out and be, messy in person. Okay. She then responded to Latto and said, this Karen has probably mentioned my name in over 100 interviews. Says she's waited in line for Peak Friday with her Barbie chain on, bangs, pink hair, but today Scratch Off decides to be silenced. Rather than speak up for the Black woman she called her biggest inspiration, and on that tweet she posted a snapshot, look clip of Latto message to her saying, I agree with you. However, because of where we left off, I don't think you need to bring my name sunk up to prove your point. Meaning, I don't have to defend you, bitch. We not even good like that for me to defend you. Even if I agree with you saying that your song should not be moved around and my song may be pop, I may agree with you, but you don't have to bring me into your bullshit. Because guess what? The last talk we had, where we left it off, don't do that. This is a gotcha. Dion McKenzie, I agree. They love to act like Nicki is some oppressed victim. Yet she liked the post of Barb sending out death threats. Get the fuck out of here. Not only that, Nicki loved playing victim as if she has not been the top dog in the rap category for a female for years. She's the last person to be able to be the victim of shenanigans in the rap world because she was the only one for a minute being acknowledged for a minute. And she loved that shit. And again, earlier in live she did when she said, eventually rap won't have any black people. And she's now calling Big Latto, who is um biracial, a Karen. And we all know we call white women Karens. And the fact that usually the reason we call white women a Karen is because they be around here complaining about shit that ain't complainable about. Latto ain't did shit. You the one complaining. You can't. Latto has not been a Karen, but you did that because you're speaking to her race as a biracial human being. And let me reiterate: Nicki Minaj is 40, Latto was 23. Nicki Minaj is literally older than Latto's mama. Latto mama is, I believe, 39. So I want that to sink into Nicki Minaj, who has been rapping in the rap game for the past 20 years, is fussing with Big Latto, who's 23 years old and has only been in the game since, I know she was on the rap game show when she was around 16 years old or whatever. But again, you were really up and fussing with a kid, and I'm not saying that was a kid, but I'm saying like in compare, you're 40, she's 20. I don't fuss with children who are young enough to be my baby cousin. Thank you, Ash for the cash up for the super chat. It's the audacity of Nicki for me, okay, wanting the girls to go up for her when she's never spoken highly of any female rapper that isn't kissing her ass. And this be the gotcha. Ash Tucker is completely right. Nicki will speak highly of anybody who speaks highly of her first. And anyone she feel can outdo her, be it within sales or whatever. How she anyone who she thinks is competition, she don't speak highly of. She speak around them, but she does not directly go up for them at all. At all. Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch, and sometimes an angry one. Okay, it's like Latto does not look 35. Latto looks younger than me. I'm 40. So we not gonna act like Latto don't look 35. So we gonna miss me with the bullshit. Now, work that she's had done to her body is whatever. Latto don't look 35. I know that as I am 40 years old. Now, she may not look young as 23, but Latto does not look old. Latto and Nicki Minaj look the same damn age. And Nicki in these, filter photos looks younger than what she is. Now, I've spoken before about Latto's work that she's had done, and some of it wasn't the best. And we know Nicki has also had stuff that wasn't the best. But we're not gonna act like Latto out here looking old. She doesn't. Right. She looks older, but not 35. But we have to be honest, most people who around here that are in their 20s don't look young. Y'all be Nicki said that shit. So we not gonna do let's not, you know what I'm saying, let's not do that. Let's not make it seem as if Latto around looking old as hell. Like she don't look, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that. Okay. Anyway, but my point was with this, okay, you round here calling her a Karen because of her biracialness, what is on some bullshit. You also want her to come to your defense when, as we find out later on, you haven't even attempted to properly get on the song she asked you to get on. So why should I have to defend you when I've already spoke highly of you? I've already told everybody how you're my idol, blah, 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 blah. But right now, we not good. You know that because of our conversation behind closed doors. They continued on. Latto put up, first of all, I texted you because again, Nicki showed a clip of their text. That was that thing. There was some text that. So Latto point was, I texted you because I didn't want to do the internet shit with someone I looked up to. Just like the first time I DM'd you asking about your ongoing subtweets. I wanted to speak up because, like I said, I do agree, but the way you're going about it seems malicious, especially after how we left things. How we left things, we not in the best of terms. So why are you trying to include? Because this is the thing, Nicki Minaj not only used Latto in her defense of her song, she not feel like Latto should be the one to come to her defense just in general. Like, you want me to defend you, like, in general. Like, it's my job to, like, be the Nicki Minaj, why aren't you asking JT to defend you? Why you ain't asking Akbar to defend you? People who have publicly been fussing with other folk about you. Just saying. But again, don't try to post my message to you when my point was I did not want to be on social media back and forth in it with your ass. So they kept going. Other came out and said, I've ignored countless subtweets since March, and instead of address you in the DM, you're asking why I didn't speak up, and your defense is the same answer I gave you when you asked why I didn't congratulate you. You're literally older than my mom, trying to be a bully. Nicki then said, all this time I thought you were at least 35. Which again, this is shade. It's just shade. It's just shade. Because at the end of the day, Nicki is older than Latto's mom. So you're talking, you're fussing with somebody who you could be their mama. She then said the most recent subtweets in question, but I'm finna start from the beginning. She showed Nicki Minaj talking about following somebody, Barb, and just said, stop putting that dud on my timeline. I know you're defending me, but leave the dud on TikTok. Let me think duds on the timeline, Barbs. But Nicki always posting, saying crazy shit or whatever. It's like, I don't care. But Nicki responded back saying it was an actual person on TikTok, a creator, not even an artist. I'm sure the Barbs have receipts. Again, let me call my Barbs in because they're my reporters. They're my assistants. They do it. I need them to pull up whatever. They will pull up whatever, find whatever, and send it to me. So again, I'm sure the Barbs have receipts. It goes to show. And my thing is, how do the Barbs know who you talking about? Okay. It goes to show she made up these subtweets in her head simply because she sent me 2 songs I declined to do features on. They all do this. See next sec. And then it's like, you feel like anybody who asks you to do a song and you say no, now have a problem with you? I wonder if people realize a whole lot of people ask folks to partner, collab, or whatever for songs, videos, for movies, for TV shows. And some folks say no, it ain't no bullshit. But Nicki's saying, oh, she's pissed because I declined to do songs with her. They all do this, meaning, oh, everybody must hate me because I won't work with them. Okay, she then put up her age shaming when you look like you the one pushing 40, age shaming, but was begging for a feature. Imagine what them jeans gonna do in 10 years. Oh, so you in your 20s? Oh, okay, then at least it matched your album sales. You sold 20K, right? Mad you flopped. That's why you're really mad. She's a new artist. Nicki, you flopped too. You not how many? I'm not gonna ask here how many. I'm not gonna do it. Nicki Minaj making it seem as if every artist in general are not making the numbers they used to make before. Thank you, April. Nicki is the biggest disappointment. Can you imagine being Latto, idolizing someone from a child, working to get to this level to find out they're an asshole and use your admiration for them to clown you? Because that's what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing. Nicki is trying to sun Latto. Like, you wanted me to be your mama, basically. You wanted to work with me, basically. You wanted to be me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's doing. And that's the crazy part. That's also why some folk does not like. When I first started YouTube, my motto was, I don't want to work with anybody. I don't want to collab with anybody until I've reached at least 20,000 subs. Because I never wanted to feel like someone could be pissed at me later on and say, bitch, I helped make you. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicki is doing with Latto. The fact that Latto admitted how much she looked up to Nicki and idolized her, she's now using that against her. And some people will do that once they beefed out. And I'm like, I've seen that, we saw that shit up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? How, people fell out and crazy shit or whatever. And it's weird that Nicki, at her older age, in her 40s, because at the end of the day, Nicki is my age. Could you imagine me fussing with somebody on YouTube who's in their 20s and I'm fucking 40 years old? So why would I do that? For what? For poor gay. And Nicki does it to, for attention, in my opinion. Yes, Nicki is too rich to be online as much as she is. I'm broke. I can't even do all this. This lady is into someone literally every week. It's time for her to do some real shadow work. It was Nicki disrespecting the right carry on. And y'all know that, Mariah Carey was on the remix for Big Energy because the song sampled Fantasy, which is a Mariah Carey song. Okay. Was it Nicki H.M. and Kim in the beginning? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Absolutely. Nicki was prom queen and she will not let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just stop. Just stop. And she prom queen. Her damn husband is Uncle Daddy. Daddy's son. Okay? It's messy. It's stupid. How you can have a real point, but no one cared because you right not fussing with a 23-year-old new rapper who did not even ask to be brought into your bullshit. Had Latto said something about Nicki first, had Latto shaded Nicki, whatever, had Latto, said, yeah, her album don't deserve to be read. Had Latto put her foot in this, that's whatever. Nicki literally brought Latto in, but Nicki expected Latto to not say shit. Nicki expected Latto to either allow her to use her as a scapegoat of my song is out, social her song, or she felt like Latto would back me up because of who I am. And Latto said, not today, bitch. Not today, bitch. No, no, no. Nicki did not expect Latto to stand up to her. Okay? But again, her, in the bullshit, you use that girl for you doing things for clout. Doing things for clout. But again, so Latto then posted a couple different screenshots of tweets from fans or whatever, calling Nicki out for this or that. Okay, first, this is when I teased with Energy Remix. You didn't deny subtweeting me on the phone. I'm confused, peep, not again, because she thinks I was under her. I was under her. Girl, I'm confused now because she thinks I was using her fans for simply teasing my Willie featuring and then being on the remix. You also put up how now all of a sudden you've seen all the love I showed you, but chose to respond to a clip taken out of context literally fishing for a reason to be a to back up to being a bully. Nicki Minaj is the bully. Okay, now she posted these two tweets. Some stuff she posted with stuff and fans, I don't care. But Nicki with these two posts, saying what is who. And when you hear people comparing themselves to you, but the fucks don't even ever seem to be in the favor. I can't say this, but she posted a video of something that she said that Nicki also was talking about. And I think that's what you mean by you were using stuff other people said to kind of come at me. And that's their bullshit. And that's why she's saying, you're taking what I'm saying out of context. And she's also put up here, right, how the lady is so meticulous with her shade so she can twist it later and act like it wasn't about you. Started that shit. I'm going to start standing on that shit. This is the little clip.
How many female rappers is thriving right now versus it being Nicki and everybody else. Now we all, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of other people come in one day and the next day you trying to categorize yourself with people who've been fucking working and putting their blood, sweat, and tears in this shit for 15 and 20 motherfucking years. And then that album come out and you can clearly see you haven't built up a loyal fan base yet who actually likes your fucking music. And then what they start doing is they start digging the hole deeper for themselves.
Okay, hear it again.
How many female rappers is thriving right now versus it being Nicki and everybody else. Now we all, you know what I'm saying?
Meaning when it was just Nicki, because for a time it was just Nicki. When it was just Nicki, that's what it was. It was just like one person. But now it's a lot of us. So the level, the playing field is a bit more level. It's not just one person. Is what Latto was talking about. And Nicki's Nicki's comments about, how dare you make it seem like, you're in the same playing field as someone who's been around here for, 15 years.
How many female rappers is thriving right now versus it being Nicki and everybody else. Now we all, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of other people come in one day and the next day you trying to categorize yourself with people who've been fucking working and putting their blood, sweat, and tears in this shit for 15 and 20 motherfucking years. And then that album come out and you can clearly see you haven't built up a loyal fan base yet who actually likes your fucking music. And then what they start doing is they start digging the hole deeper for themselves.
Even her saying, your album only sold 20K, so you must be pissed. Her tweeting that and then us seeing this of her saying how, your album ain't even selling. Your fans don't even want to buy your shit. I'm like, but people say the same thing about Nicki, that her albums sometimes do not do numbers because people don't buy her album. So again, Nicki be on that bullshit, and Latto is just not being silent about it right now. Okay, but let's let that be. So Nicki then said, who want to hear the reference tracks of scratch off ghostwriters rapping her bars? She used me and the barbs in every interview until that album sold double wood. Now she wiping that spray tan off and being a Karen. They black when it's beneficial, child. Again, calling her a Karen because she's biracial. Which in hindsight is also ignoring her black side because, she's both. And to make up how she's taking off her spray tan because now she don't want to be black. She wants to be a white Karen to complain. I'm like, Latto not even complaining about shit. She's responding to you coming at her, bringing her up in your shit when you didn't have to. But Latto responded directly. I'll post them my goddamn self. Okay? I post reference tracks my goddamn self. They'll tell you that I write too. I heard a few of your references before they came out too, boo. Okay? You forgot we all collab with the same writers. Difference is I don't deny it. The world seen me writing since I was 16 on national television, okay? And I think her point in that was Nicki does make it seem like nobody ever writes for her. That she writes all her own shit. And for that reason, no one can touch her because she writes all her own shit. Latto was saying we all have writers. The reason you know my writers is they also write for you. Just saying. And I see y'all saying that Nicki was up here defending the Blackfisher. I don't know what happened with that, so that's why I'm not, you know what I'm saying, commenting on that because I don't know. But Nicki also was trying to keep bringing up Latto's race because y'all know when someone say, "Oh, someone isn't black," someone's only using their black as they want to. That you be trying to, it's a dog whistle. Come on now, Simone. Nicki only black when it suits her argument. Because at one point on her live, because I cut part of her live while she was like cussing in Jamaican or whatever, and kept saying bumbleclot in the beginning. I could do that, but Nicki was like, "I'm a proud, Trini." So Nicki, I don't feel like you have the right to make it seem like anybody else ain't doing the same thing that you do. You also use it when it's convenient. You also make it known for others to see when somebody else is doing something that you don't race right. Oh yeah, Latto around here, wiping her tan off. Now she's a Karen. And I'm like, how was she? How was she? You came for her. You literally brought her up when you did not have to. But Nicki didn't expect anybody to respond to her directly. And Latto said, "Bitch, not today. You caught me on the right day. You caught me on the day. I'm gonna get your ass." Okay. So she then said, "Now pay attention." This is what Nicki put. Now pay attention. Every DM from Scratch Off is about a feature. I was kind every time, but Scratch Off feels she is pulled behind the scenes with a few different white men. Won't name them now. Again, let me bring up the white men, not the black men, the white men. Now look at my next tweet to see the very next message she sent me after I declined 3 features. So she posted little clips of their conversation. I'm gonna read from the top. I gotta make it big on my screen so I can see it. Okay. It says, "Hi, how are you? If you want me to listen to something, you should be able to send in this message." We see that an audio was sent. And then Latto said, "I'm so good. Here's the record." My label said they sent it to Josh However just now, but I wanted to hit you artist to artist first. Let me know what you think. Honest. So again, she came at it, you know what I'm saying, in a fine way. Oh, I may have put them in out of order. I'm reading them in the order that I have up in my thing. Okay. Okay. Got it. I'll give you my feedback once I listen to it back a few times. Thank you. Hey, mama, I think you came off on the song, but I don't hear myself on it. Are you working on an album or just working on the next single? Latto said, "I respect it. Next album, is there a specific?" I'm sorry, I respect that. My next album, is there a specific direction looking for? I had a couple. Nicki then said, "I'm sorry, a couple in mind, but just sent my fave. So I sent you my fave shit. What you want to do?" Nicki then said, "Maybe not a real explicit record, But the other thing is the song does better when I get on it after it's already making a cultural impact. And what that means to me is I only want to be on a song that's already popular. I'm really not trying to help you. You should help yourself. And then once you made a song popular, because her statement was the song does better when I get on it after it's already making a cultural impact. And I'm gonna say this: any true artist, any song you get on, people will typically like if you do your thing. That's why most folks who collab, whatever they collab on is a hit because how great they are as an artist. Just saying. Rarely do we have seasoned artists who will collab on a remix to a song and the song is shitty. Well, that happened with Nicki, but whatever. But my point is, she was asking from the get-go. It has to be, or it should be a song. It could be a song that's already making a cultural impact. So whatever you love and really believe in, if it takes off organically, that may be a bigger moment. I'm working on my album right now anyway, so I'm in that little crunch time phase, but I think we'll both know when it makes sense. Even as you finish the album, you may come across something you feel fits me more. Either way, it'll work itself out. And Latto said, okay, bet. Latto then reached back out and said, hey, I wanted to reach back out. I know you said you wanted to do a song that was kind of growing on its own. I have this song, The Energy, that's number one on rhythmic and urban radio. Last week was number 42 on Billboard. I don't know you hear yourself on it, but wanted to see what your thoughts were maybe on a remix. She reached out to you, bitch. She reached out to you to get on Big Energy. That's crazy to me. She reached out to you for a song, which is now a top song for her. She also reached back out to you like you asked her to do with a song that was, already having an impact. And you still mad for some reason. That's the crazy part. She ain't do shit wrong. Latto did not do nothing wrong in what she said to Nicki. Latto didn't do nothing wrong at the all. At the all. Because her point was, you told me to reach out, at this point, or whatever. Nicki then said, look at how this Karen, because now she's calling her Karen, look at how this Karen makes up a fake beef in a passive-aggressive attempt to show her frustration about me politely declining 3 feature requests. Scratch Off is just an entitled Karen who blames others for her album flopping. Better stop the Scratch Off again. Nicki's on bullshit. But she's showing the text of them, back or whatever. What's up? I've shown you nothing but the utmost respect and genuine love as a fan and someone who looked up to you. Hate that you allowing people to convince you otherwise. You know what I mean? Nicki then said, hey, before I respond to this, what exactly are you talking about so that I can give you a clear response? I'm seeing this for the first time right now, by the way. Nicki really being, and Nicki also like getting on people's stuff. Where I feel she don't think the song or the person on the song will ever get bigger than her. I feel like we see her jump on stuff a little bit here, a little bit there, and then once that artist surpasses her in some kind of way, even if it's surpassing her and the attention they're getting currently, she don't like them no more. So Latto hit you up directly. Okay? Directly. And you still felt the need to kind of come at her. So Latto responded, because again, Nicki was the first one to release their private texts or DMs. Just saying. Latto said, I literally named you as my dream collab multiple times in multiple interviews. Like I told you on the phone, I looked up to you. You still never answered my question about where the random shade started coming from. Okay. And she then posted the full text of their conversation where Nicki just posted a little bit. She posted a full thing of when she, contacted that lady and said, what the going on today? I need to know. Okay. So let me read it so I can see it. What's up? I've shown you nothing but the utmost respect and genuine love as a fan of someone who look up to you. Hate that you're allowing people to convince you otherwise, you know what I mean? Again, let me know, blah, blah, blah. So Latto said most recently, the interview you did, however, DM'd Holy Media on Twitter about, and your tweets that followed, it's clear they were talking, it's clear they was about that. But I'm trying to figure out what happened, like what changed. I've shown you too much genuine love for that. Nicki then said, you shown me too much genuine love for what? I'm not gonna know for what. For what? Okay, you say so. To be exempt from something, I could say the same thing, but what you are Bigfoot care. I'm like, no, nah, people were saying that. I'm not saying that. People on social media were saying that she was referring to Meg as Bigfoot. I don't know that to be a fact, but that's what the social media thing said. Okay. Anyway, you shown me too much genuine love for what? To be exempt from something, I could say the same thing, but you or Bigfoot care? No. It's clear it was about what? You talking in circles. Say what you said. Here's an example. Nicki, when you said it was clear you were talking about what I said. That's how you have real talk. Let's start at what you said. I don't talk in circles and I don't get questioned and I don't get questioned. We see everything. Trust. It's clear as day. Did you think I got to where I am by not peeping everything? Do you think I don't know every release schedule at every record label? Do you think I don't know how many things move up on the list as soon as I say I'm about to do something? You have all this power, but you're still complaining at every chance you get. That's what's weird. That's what's extreme because it's like, why are you complaining? If you have all the information, if you have all the oracles around you, let you know the future. Okay, if you sleep fucking me up, what's going on? Okay, now, well, if you like to actually talk, let me know. It would probably be better on the phone though, because I don't like back and forth texting. So many things can get misconstrued, and I know people usually use text to spice up their group chats. There's actually a lot I think you should know though. Meaning, let's go back and forth and then I can kind of post. It's like, but you posted the back and forths first. You did that. Okay. Latto came back and said, yeah, I like to talk on the phone too, because you bringing up other people and release dates that don't got nothing to do with me or what I'm talking about. Who's talking in circles? I reference the tweets and my confusion with where all this pressure is coming from. Again, I showed you nothing but love. I'm the one trying to have real talk, not indirect subtweets. Straight up, I've ignored so much in hopes it wasn't what I thought it was from someone I looked up to. She then gave Nicki her number. Gave her her number. And I was like, oh, it's just like, Latto, in my opinion, should not even have to go to the length to show like I was trying to be cool with that bitch. Even the fact that Latto directly asked her about tweets she posted, the fact that Nicki, in my opinion, did not really respond to what she asked her. She wanted her to, well, what exactly? It's like, you know what I mean, a bit. You know what I mean, okay? Now, Latto then said, with all this being said, this was just about a Grammy category. You being funny, bringing me up to defend your case, knowing our last convo didn't end on good terms. You literally told me I'm not flourishing and no one cared about my little song on the phone. Okay? I'll die on the little hill by myself. Everybody in line on you. We see the pattern. Be for real, for real. Right. Nicki literally started the shit. And Chaz, I agree. This is the thing. People have always said that Nicki has done things, this and that. Nicki's telling Latto how she know about this or that or that or this behind the scenes. How you think I don't know? To me, that means you do be behind the scenes doing shit. The gotcha, in my opinion, is the power that Nicki wielded before multiple female rappers came on the game and kind of did not need to kiss her ass. She don't have that same power. And because she don't have that same power, she gets upset when anyone does not allow Nicki to be Nicki. She gets upset when folks don't allow her to bully them. She gets upset when someone does not come to her defense because she's Nicki Minaj. She mentioned Latto for a reason. She kept pushing the fact, thinking Latto wouldn't say shit for a reason. And when Latto said some shit, the first thing Nicki did was posted a DM or a text from Latto as proof that Latto must be being fake because she agreed with her, but she won't defend me. You tried to out Latto and showed us you, one, you a snitch. Okay. And two, you can't stand on your own. So you want somebody else to back you up. And that's some bullshit. So she also put up Ben Southern. Super freaky grandma. When she put, I said, not when she said super freaky grandma. Not grandmama, the grandmother. Girl, Ben Southern, super freaky grandma, and is married and related to a fucking artist. You ain't gonna bully me, bitch. My idol turned rival. Now you hating. I was like, girl, the fact that super freaky grandmama was trending on Twitter, so was 40-year-old bully, was trending on Twitter last night was hilarious to me. And they put up a clip of Nicki saying the rap legend, me and Nicki, admires Coy Leray, unique style that she's sexy while being completely covered and has a face that doesn't look 20 years older than her real age, which is all shit that we saw Nicki say about Latto currently. Latto's point is the same shit she said to me tonight on Twitter is the same shit she been saying months ago, but did not put a name on it. So y'all think I'm tripping. She been subbing me. Okay? And what y'all need to do is like the video. Because y'all don't like it is the thing to do. So again, Nicki Minaj was on some bullshit the whole damn time. Yeah, I don't listen to the radio that much. But sometimes I catch it. And I've heard Super Girl, but not as often as I hear or see Big Energy. The original version and the one with Mariah Carey. And even though Nicki performed her song on the VMAs, because she got I think it was the VMAs or whatever. I still feel like Latto's song is more popular than Nicki's. But like Latto can't control what the Grammys, do. Just like Nicki can't. I love Rick James' song more, so I'm like, I don't really need a remix or whatever. And somebody else said how the song is like kind of just like Rick James' song, like the beat is kind of like very, very matchy or whatever. But I mean that's a Nicki. But again, the back and forth did not stop there and did not. Okay, Nicki man put up notice a pattern. Okay, you only get caught out when you pass on their features. I ain't never dissed my idols for not giving me a feature. I bowed to Lauryn Hill feet when I met her. Feature or no feature, should I call her old now? She a grandmother and still out rapping you. Again, why you what you bring Lauryn? You're like, what the hell the fuck happened it is? Bring it up, Lauryn Hill. It's dumb. Her point is, I asked Lauryn Hill to work with me, and she said no. But what does Nick? You've been passed on the fucking songs. She coming at you because you coming at her. If y'all recall, we've been on for a while. Latto's first statement was, "I can't win for losing." I'm trying to celebrate my own shit. You then went on start talking about that girl, and she matched your energy. But not Karla. Nicki ain't used to people matching her energy, because usually Nicki would not directly respond and talk to and say shit to people. That's the bullshit. Then she went on because again, her comment was saying, I never did my idols for not giving me a feature. I bowed to Lauryn Hill's feet. She then put the pictures, the screenshots were a conversation between her and I guess NLE Chopper's people, where they wanted her to be on some songs or whatever. And she then said, "Hey Sal, only one thing came through. I already passed on that NL Chopper song." Meaning I also passed on his shit. He ain't talking about me. He ain't bring me up. Now NLE Chopper was on some other shit, okay? Because he then commented back saying I wasn't even talking about you, love. But he did that because when he posted other stuff, people thought he was responding to Nicki name dropping him or screenshot dropping him and her beef with Latto. Because she posted proof of somebody from his team sending her track, which she like, I already said no to that. So I was right here declining other folks too, not just her. We don't care. But he was on his social media and saying, I vow when I become. Now, look, I'm not saying he wasn't, he didn't see the shit or whatever. I don't know. But he said, I vow when I become an OG in the music shit to never hate on the ones coming up. I vow to lift them up that ladder. I vow to light that torch and keep passing it. I vow to show love instead of spite. I vow to give the advice needed. I vow to be an idol to them and never a rival. Now, the gotcha in that was the fact that what he was writing matched exactly what was going on with Nicki and Latto. And when folks was commenting like, "Nigga, you talking about Nicki?" He said, "Y'all steady saying I'm talking about somebody. I don't care what nobody else got going. I'm speaking on personal experiences I've had with people I look up to before I came up." So he's saying, I'm not talking about anything going on right now. He also directly responded back, someone asking, is this in regard to Nicki versus Latto? He said, "No, this regards of people who scared of the girl, who's scared of the potential people have to surpass anyone. You can never block what God have in store for you. I've dealt with this my whole life." So he's saying he's not talking about Nicki. He's saying that. But I don't know. Right. But the message fit like a month. You know what I'm saying? The message literally fit the exact thing happening at the exact same time. And the fact that somebody, it was like, this thing is not even that, Nicki and Olga fussing. It's the fact that Nicki also put out a text including him. Messy fucking boots. Okay. Now, back and forth with all. Latto, again, brought up. First of all, the feature was never the problem. You passed on the 2 songs I sent, and I still show love. You not the only rapper. I'm sorry, the only person I've sent songs to that passed that. But as I've never took offense, I'm a rapper. Cute way to spin the narrative, though. Right, meaning I'm gonna make it seem like she mad at me for that. He like, bitch, I ain't mad at you, but you trying to make it seem like that's what it is, and that's not what it is. I'm like, I don't think it is either. Now, Nicki Lynn said, did I miss a part? No. Nicki was responding to the fact when Latto said, you know what I'm saying, she Ryan, she's married, she's getting older, she's married to an artist, okay, and all these things. Nicki then said, didn't care about R when she was begging for the features, didn't care about Kodak's past, didn't care about the accusations made by Dr. Luke, who produced Big Energy. Newsflash, scratch off, I've never R'd anyone. I've inspired millions. You're one of them bozo. I'm like, you may not have never done that, but you married a man who did. You married somebody who did that. But I'm gonna let that be. Okay. She then said, y'all keep letting these bozos weaponize the word R when they're being dragged and not holding them accountable for not and not holding them accountable for not actually caring about our victims in real life. They have the same 2 drags about me, and one of them ain't even about me. That's how you know when you that bitch. Oh, okay. The weird thing for me is like, I didn't do that. Your husband did though. And he did it before y'all were married and you knew of it. So again, you knew that would come up. Even your brother's stuff. Like, you defended your brother in a way. You helped try to get him off, by paying for the lawyers or whatever. And people felt some kind of way. But to say, you that chick when people come to Nicki and complain about Nicki for things outside of those 2. Those are just 2 of the major 2 big things that are more recent. But I mean, girl, if you like it, I love it, or whatever. We don't really love it. She then said, I'm so tired, y'all. Scratch off, get your dumb ass to the mic right now. Explain this shit. Since you just became a R activist in the last 5 minutes, you better have a good explanation for this shit. Right the fuck now. This better be a typo. This is what happens when you retweet stuff somebody said, but you don't really know what the fuck going on. Now, she retweeted Lovecraft Country post that is questioning Latto's mom and her father. So because Lovecraft went and made their page private. This is how you know you should not just be retweeting shit just for the retweet of it, okay? She said, or he, because I don't know if it's he or she, your father was in the 60s, your mom is 39, meaning your father had you when he was roughly in his late 30s, your mother was 16 or 17. You know what that means, right? So Nicki Minaj saying, you talking about whatever my husband did or what my brother did, your daddy and mama age don't add up legally. At the end of the day, that ain't got shit to do with Latto. And somebody came back and said they replied to all that shit. She said it on the rap game. Her mom was 15, 16. Her dad was older. But her daddy is the real issue. But what does any of that have to do with Latto? Anyway, Nicki deleted the tweet eventually, okay? And then when somebody said how they love how Nicki is, I said, I love how Nicki's intention with her words. You think Nicki don't think y'all would post her messages or record her calls? Y'all ain't exposing shit. And the entire call from start to finish. But the kicker was Nicki was the one who first posted the fucking text, not Latto. And then she also retweeted how someone said, I've never heard you even speak the word flourishing. How does it even sound come out your mouth? I can't imagine it unless you did it in a British accent. And she said, exactly. Well, Latto said, okay, bitch, I got you. Okay. You want to help me? I'm going to play. Latto then played a recording. Okay. She recorded a phone call between her and Nicki. Because she kept saying, like, we talked on the phone or whatever, and you was on bullshit. She said, let me specify, I'm sorry I'm delusional for saying we're, meaning newer female rappers, are flourishing, and you said no one cared about my little song lyrics, my bad. For your info, I only recorded calls I know who I'm playing with, okay? Let's listen. You're wrong one.
Done nothing to you. Yeah, you are.
Something that is clearly delusional.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. It's
I'm the one acting crazy.
it's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. Recognize we weren't giving the platforms that we're being given right now. And I give you props all the time in every other interview for opening the door for that to be a possibility now.
Okay. So what, in conclusion, what do you think you wanna say about, let's let you finish your statement about what female rappers were doing before and what they're doing now. I want you to finish it.
I finished it, Nicki.
Okay.
I said for a long time it was you.
It was me.
Yes,
so
and your
you didn't do your research.
What
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have somebody send you the information about all the women in the last 10 years who have had Billboard recognition, worldwide global recognition, since you are clearly putting yourself above these people.
No, I'm not. That's the purpose I can't even think of the word, like just purposely trying not to understand what I'm saying.
You don't even understand what you're saying because see.
No, I know exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was you running shit for a long time. I never said that you're no longer running shit. I said that there are other females flourishing. What is the problem with that?
The hard way. You're going to have to learn the real world and the industry.
Well, I love you and I will, regardless, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to support you from the sidelines. I feel from the sidelines because I can't do it publicly when someone is literally subtweeting me for no reason, purposely trying to misinterpret what I'm saying. I respect you too much to go back and forth with you. So I appreciate you for getting on the phone with me. The song lyric was recorded last year, way before any of this. And I cannot, you said, because you just said I like to say it's given though. The it's given bar was nothing, it didn't have nothing to do with you.
And it's not going to benefit you. You understand? If people around you cared about you, they would have told you that's not going to benefit you.
What's not going to benefit me?
Let me go. I have to do a Zoom. I'll hit you back. Thank you.
Latto was smart. Latto, you can tell that Latto did not intend to record the conversation because she don't have it from the beginning. Or she didn't release the shit from the beginning. But sometimes you do have to record conversation because you know it's gonna be some bullshit. Because usually when conversations happen, sometimes people don't remember what they said because, you know what I'm saying, you whatever. And you may not even realize what you said was some crazy shit that you may not have even meant in that way. But hearing this conversation, you can see that Latto was trying to be sensible. And Nicki, in my opinion, was trying to kind of alleviate herself from being held accountable for purposely not understanding what Latto was saying. Latto was saying, for a long time, bitch, it was just you. You did help us in that way. You have paved the way for us. But that does not mean that anybody before you did not also pave the way for us. But Latto point in saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Lil Kim for sure paved the way for everybody. But when Latto was coming up, Lil Kim was not an active chart topping rapper. So in Latto's mind, and was this kind of true, Lil Kim did not directly influence her at the time that Latto was rapping. That was Nicki time. The same way for Lil Kim, who she looked up to would be different than who Nicki looked up to. That does not negate anybody who came before you. Usher's competition in R&B was not Babyface. Because when Babyface was, was more around, it wasn't when Usher was. Usher's direct competition was not Marvin Gaye. Even though Marvin Gaye was a person before Usher who helped pave the way for R&B, soul, you know what I'm saying, but all that shit. And Nicki trying to play Dumb Dumb Diddy. Nicki was trying to play dictionary, trying to play thesaurus, trying to play synonyms and antonyms. And Latto was being direct, saying, bitch, you were the only rapper for like 10 years when I was, you know what I'm saying, coming up or whatever. It was just you. You did help do that, but that's not, but Nicki tried to put words and say, well, you're saying I'm going to send you other rappers who, bitch, I don't need you to send me shit. At all. Yes, Nicki couldn't punk that girl. And Latto, and even Latto the whole time, you can hear Latto's aggravation. When Latto was like, you can tell she wanted to cuss Nicki's ass out, but she could not. She didn't want to. She could have, should have, would have, could have, but she's like, ain't no point. Like, it's stupid. I'm saying exactly what I mean. I'm trying to have a clear conversation, and you on bullshit. Let's listen one more time.
I've done nothing to you. Yeah, you are.
Something that is clearly delusional.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing.
So that's where the delusional part, because Nicki trying to make it seem as if I never said flourishing. Latto's point was, you were upset by me saying it was just you for 10 years. Now us other rap girls are flourishing because it's more competition now and we have room to shine too. And you're saying, Nicki, in a way that I'm delusional by saying we're now flourishing because it was just you for a while and now we here too.
I've done nothing to you. Yeah, you are.
Something that is clearly delusional.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. It's
I'm the one acting crazy.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. Recognize we weren't giving the platforms that we're being given right now. And I give you props all the time in every other interview for opening the door for that to be a possibility now.
Okay. So what, in conclusion, what do you think you wanna say about, let's let you finish your statement about what rappers were doing before and what they're doing now. I want you to finish it.
I finished it, Nicki.
Okay.
I said for a long time it was you.
It was me.
Yes,
so
in your
you didn't do your research.
That exhale right there was like, this conversation is going nowhere. Because I'm saying exactly what I mean, and she's just purposely not hearing me and what I'm saying.
What
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have somebody send you the information about all the women in the last 10 years who have had Billboard recognition, worldwide global recognition,
mhm.
since you are clearly putting yourself above these people.
No, I'm not. That's the purpose misinter. I can't even think of the word. Like just purposely trying not to understand what I'm saying.
You don't even understand what you're saying because see,
No, I know exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was you running shit for a long time. I never said that you're no longer running shit. I said that there are other females flourishing. What is the problem with that?
the hard way. You're going to have
Okay.
to learn the real world and the industry.
Well, I love you and I will, regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to support you from the sidelines. I feel very, yes, from the sidelines because I can't do it publicly when someone is literally subtweeting me for no reason, purposely trying to misinterpret what I'm saying. I respect you too much to go back and forth with you. So I appreciate you for getting on the phone with me. The song lyric was recorded last year, way before any of this, and I cannot. Yeah, you said because you just said I like to say it's given though. The it's given bar was nothing. It didn't have nothing to do with you.
And it's not going to benefit you. You understand? If people around you cared about you, they would have told you that's not going to benefit you.
What's not going to benefit me?
That part right there. Nicki saying they should told you it's not gonna benefit you. What won't benefit me? You saying to me, it won't benefit me. They should told you that. What won't benefit me? And then what does Nicki do?
Let me go. I have to do a Zoom. I'll hit you back. Thank you.
Ends the call. So if you feel like if your text said we need to have a conversation, to have a direct conversation about what the fuck we mean, and she directly asked you, "What do you mean? What won't do? Like what won't benefit me?" I gotta go. Bye, girl. What? Okay. Thank you, Ash. Nicki sound like the drunk lady, the drunk lady on Martin, the one who was trying to pull Tower Your Pants off in that fashion show. It's crazy. It's crazy. A part of me also feel like Nicki wouldn't have had none of this heat if Latto would have kissed her ass. Truthfully, she would have left alone. Had Latto just kissed Nicki ass, Nicki wouldn't have said shit. And I just don't understand the point of Nicki. One, Nicki has since taken everything down. Um, that she every tweet that she directly responded to Latto with, she took it down. She only left up the stuff that was like about the song, a couple of retweets, but nothing that mentioned Latto in no way or whatever. She took all that stuff down. Um, had she left it to just her issue with the Grammy board, not brought in any conversation that had to do with Latto, had she not put somebody else into her shit, Latto would not have had to respond. Now, Latto left up everything she said. Everything. Everything. Because at the end of the day, I said what I said. Bitch, you're not going to bully me. And I can appreciate, her not wanting to have to backtrack what she said because Nicki Minaj happens to be, Nicki Minaj. People like to conflate issues. Nicki had the right. Latto was wrong. Latto wasn't wrong. Latto was pulled into a conversation that did not have shit to do with her. Nicki then went on a live saying shit that we now know was shots at Latto. How do we know that? Because after Latto would not support Nicki, she clearly said all those same shots. How on her live she said that soon rap won't have no black women. She was then up and calling Latto Karen. She also talked about how people albums don't sell. We seen her talking about you were being around here being messy because you assume nobody would respond directly to you. And most folks always say the same thing. Nicki Minaj responds to shit or does not respond to shit, but she did never responded back to Remy Ma, and she has never really directly responded or fussed with Cardi. People calling Latto a snake are just people are Nicki Minaj fans. So you sometimes you have to see what folks saying and just know ain't no point in addressing it. How the fuck am I a snake if you put me into your bullshit? First of all, Latto don't owe Nicki shit. Nicki posted their DMs first. But folks like to blindly support Nicki and knock her out on her bullshit. Everybody been basically saying the same thing. Nicki had a right to be upset about her song not being submitted as a rap song and was instead submitted as a pop song. That's whatever. That's her personal views on how she felt her music. That's fine. Once she brought Latto into it and was upset that Latto did not support back and go up for her, she got pissed because Latto didn't back down. Latto did not allow her to be bullied to kind of shut up. Nicki posted their text first. Twice. She put two separate posts up of their messages. Latto then said, I'm gonna put the whole shit up. Because you making it seem like I'm on some fuck shit and I ain't. You is. Funny that you mentioned that because guess what I do have? Azalea's tweets. So Azalea Banks, because after all that happened, she said, I got something to say. Again, Nicki like to respond to those who she feel like, in my opinion, that she can bully. Because if I can bully you, what you gonna do? She said the Barbs need to petition to get Nicki Minaj some rehab and mental health services through the Grammys Music Cares program. It's becoming painstakingly clear that this woman needs serious help because the level of anger is not normal at all. It's getting scary watching her spiral like this with a child in tow. Like, imagine how lonely and confused her kid feels hearing her scream and rage 24/7. There's no way he's getting the attention love he needs from her when she is when she is this consumed with anger. I feel really, really bad for the kid. Clearly, other women are more important than he is. I'm like, girl, not y'all not look, y'all. My rule is y'all, I feel like people should always leave kids out of it. Saying Nicki Minaj has issues is fine. Leave kids out of it. Okay. She also said, when is she going to realize that every time she fights with a female rapper, she boosts their profiles and enriches the pockets of the men invested in them? Like, you are giving a lot of industry execs free money, sis. For the kids' sake, go to rehab, pull a redemption move, and try to save whatever opportunities you will get to make money and give that child a chance. The girls are stunting on you with the lavish birthday parties, me and Cardi, magazine covers, Lilo, with their kids, everybody in general. All you have for Papa Bear is a bag of frozen wingettes and a can of Crisco. Get it together, sis. You look extremely low class. I'm like, girl, Azalea Banks be whew, just a mess, really. Just really a whole mess. And we like, girl, Now she also went and was talking on her stories because that's what Azalea does. Okay, let's listen.
Like, as far as Nicki, like, come on, like, all right, all right, Black community, we gotta like really like we got, it's fun to like laugh at each other, but we gotta really like pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Cause like Whitney Houston was suffering, and we didn't step in to help her. You know, we let her suffer. Like Shaka Khan is suffering, and we're not stepping in to like fix it or try. This woman Nicki Minaj is suffering. And it's like, come on, like, what are we gonna do? Just like laugh at her until like the day, like something bad happens. Like let's just like let's all be real with each other and just like get it together. Like, you ain't gotta be embarrassed about it. People fall down. Just get it together. Cause this shit has been going on for some years now. Like, really, this shit has been going on for some fucking years. And it's not getting better. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And, like, she's out of breath on stage and just fucking, like, no, she's, like, literally falling apart in front of our fucking eyes. And, like, she got this kid and all this other shit. It's just, like, all right. So let's like the media, like, come on, like, just please, somebody just do something to help her. Do something to help her, please. Like, yes, I am the fucking warrior queen. I'm the fucking mermaid with the big machete coming out of the fucking water to chop niggas' heads off. But damn, if there were times where like people would have had like an ounce of just fucking like compassion for the fact that I was like suffering from something, a lifetime of fucking childhood abuse, like just being fucking manipulated and like, fucking just exploited by everyone in the fucking industry, and just the fact that like I have my fucking family like just making shit worse for me. Like, clearly I was going through something, and like, you guys laughed, but I made it through. But I don't think Nicki's gonna make it through if everyone doesn't just like start to like ignore the anger and just pray and make the space for Black women who need to like, who need help, who need to like discuss things, who need to like express themselves and like really like tell the truth. Like, make that space available, like, y'all are so forgiving of these like white girls. They'll be deep down in the cold hole, but they always get to come back to like careers, and they always get to come back to opportunities, and like come back to like a media that's like, just happy that they made it through. But it's like, look at even like Whitney Houston, like even in her passing, she still can't get no fucking rest. You know what I'm saying? Like every other fucking day, like, y'all are just like people are just ragging on fucking Whitney Houston. Like, it's sickening. It's fucking sickening. So like, it's clear that this woman, Nicki, is probably gonna like, succumb to whatever she's going through, because there's not a society that is as forgiving of like Black women, or just like giving us space to be fucking human. It's like, if we got a bad attitude one day, it's like, oh, it's because there's something inherently wrong with you, like you have a mental illness. Like, no, like, a bitch is just in a bad mood. Like, shit, these fucking like white actors get addicted to all kind, these white male actors get addicted to all kind of fucking shit. They be fucking like doing all kind of crazy shit, and they still get to come back to like the silver screen. Make that space available for Black women, so like we don't have to keep suffering in silence all the time. Like, this lady is suffering in silence. But really, just one last thought for the evening. Like, the nerve of Nicki Minaj to sit there and tell Latto that she looks 35 when you were on here caping for that fucking blackface white girl with that trash ass bad boy sample, bitch. You look stupid. You look and you fucking sound stupid as fuck. You were really up there like caping for this weak ass white bitch. And you picking on Latto, telling her she look 35. Bitch, you need a nap.
The fact that Azealia Banks would ask for folks to look out for Nicki Minaj while also saying, bitch, you whack. Bitch, you whack. I was like, ooh, the double of it all. Okay. Look, everyone witnessed all this happen overnight. Again, I told you it started at around midnight my time, and I think I took my last screenshot at like 4:30 in the morning. Like 4:30 in the morning, and Nicki had already taken down her direct responses. A lot of left all her stuff up, and then today it's about whatever. Nicki will always be her own worst enemy because folks will always see her as the enemy because of how she acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nicki usually celebrates other artists when she feel like it fits and benefits her. Um, Nicki Minaj is one of the rappers who we don't really see freely, you know, chilling, hanging out, working with, supporting, other um artists in general. And I just feel like Nicki's reign as the sole female rapper has ended and she don't know how to take it. It very much so reminiscent of how what happened with her and Kim, years ago. Um, the difference is Kim eventually just stopped responding to Nicki, stopped getting involved in the bullshit of it all, and just kept being Lil Kim. Whereas, in my opinion, Nicki will never not feel like she's the victim who needs to consistently be protected. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't agree with that. Now, Brenda, I don't agree with that. When Nicki and Kim were beefing, when Nicki first came out, Kim was still Kim. Kim was also one of the female rappers who had been around for a minute on her own doing shit. So she was still, relevant. Like Kim, to me, some folk don't care about Nicki Minaj right now. Some folk, because Nicki has her fans the same way Kim had her fans. And it's the exact same thing. It was one person coming in, one person, for lack of a better term, going out, and Nicki feeling like she ain't have to do shit, you know, in support of Kim because she'd already praised Kim or whatever. It's the exact same thing. Kim was like, bitch, whatever. It was beef between someone who was the standing legend who had been around for a minute and then a newbie who was new in the game. It's the exact same thing. The difference is Nicki has had this same issue with multiple people. Nicki gets upset every time she feel like she not getting her way, which she usually got because she was the only one around needing to get away. The only other person who I feel like would go toe to toe verbally in an argument or whatever with Nicki is Cardi and Remy, and not Big Latto. So I'm just waiting for the Ladies Night remix with Lil Kim, Cardi B, Latto, Remy, and Meg Thee Stallion. That shit would do numbers. Nicki, every time somebody new was came out, Nicki had some kind of issue with them. Some kind of issue with them. Because let's not forget, Nicki and Meg did a song together and was cool for a minute, and that shit fell off. The fact that, you know what I'm saying, Nicki and Cardi are both on Motorsport with Migos. So she be kind of, you know what I'm saying, doing shit, but not really. But she will collab with people who she feel like she can ride the coattail of whatever single they have out because it's popping. Now she own it, and that get me a little bit more attention. But I'm like, bitch, you Nicki Minaj. Anyway, y'all, that's everything, y'all. That is everything. Um, yeah, I have been. I look if everybody look. What's the song? This song, "We Are the World." It's called "We the World." Fix the world. Making the bucket with me. Whatever song all them artists collaborated on along, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me. If the rap girls who Nicki beefing with all did the song together, it's enough for them not to do that kind of song. But they for sure need to remix Ladies Night. Kim can be on it. We know Missy will be on it because Missy don't really fuck with Nicki. And look, Missy fuck with everybody because Missy is such a cool person or whatever. No one has anything negative to say about Nicki. I'm sorry, about Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott don't fuck with Nicki Minaj. So I'm pretty sure that Kim could get Missy on a Ladies Night remix, redo, spruce up. Kim, Missy, Cardi, Meg, Latto. Who I'm missing, y'all? Somebody else. I can't think of who. But I'm just saying, we need it. Anyway, I'm done. I'm canceling the live tonight because I just don't feel all that well, and I knew if I can get this out the way earlier in the day, I can rest the rest of the day. Oh, Remy. Thank y'all, Remy. So, yep, Kim, Remy, Missy, Cardi, Meg, and Latto. I need somebody to make it happen. Need someone to make it happen. Plan B came out and just it kind of went left for other reasons, you know what I'm saying? So we shall see. But you know what I'm saying? Plan B, the remix where that Kim was on the verse was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I will be live tomorrow for the after show chat for Love and Mary Tunnsville. If I feel better tomorrow, I'll do a live earlier in the day for some gospel shit. Around 3 or 4. But I'm finna go chill out a little bit, drink a little bit more water, lay down a little bit. But I want to come to y'all. So those of y'all who are used to me being live at 9 o'clock and in the evening, y'all were not able to be here for this live. I appreciate y'all for watching the replay. Okay. I thank all of you for being here for this early live. Okay. Because y'all know usually I'll be at work and I'm like, Lord, I gotta go to work. But we had a good little time. If more bullshit happened, y'all send me a DM. Because I'm gonna try to stay off social media, y'all, and lay down. But I love you all. A good time is always had by all. Y'all know to make sure to subscribe to my channel. Okay, become whole JayBird, JayBird, and Zion. Okay, Zion. Thank y'all. For the feel betters. Okay. Oh yeah, also the brat. Also the brat. Yeah, I be trying to I be trying my best to come through and entertain, you know what I'm saying, have a good little day or whatever. And because I just did not have, I would have done the graphics for the game night, but I ain't did none of that shit. Like I know I can't, and I knew having to read all these goddamn tweets was gonna take some energy. So I was like, girl, get it done early in the day. They can finish watching later. Okay, you can watch the replay. Goddess, good evil, or Godiva. Okay, we're gonna be around here. I may take a shot. I may do a little shot of some vodka and lemonade that'll make me go to sleep. So I may do that, but I'll see y'all tomorrow. I just won't be on tonight. But again, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also on Twitter. Y'all don't like the video, comment on the replay of it all. Share, hit the little share button, okay? Little share. And other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow, at least one time tomorrow, if not twice. And at all times, if Nicki Minaj comes at you, call the We Do Not Want to Be Bullied by Nicki Minaj hotline. The number is 777-8311. Okay, I love you all. Be safe, be loved. Gotta go. Bye.